Hi, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and if you have T-Mobile, you're going to want to listen into this video because unfortunately they've been hacked. And in this video, we're going to be talking about if you do have T-Mobile, what you should be looking out for to make sure that you're not affected in the future, as well as how this happened. So let's get right to it. So of course, T-Mobile is the number 3 largest wireless carrier in the US, Verizon and AT&T being the top 2, and T-Mobile had recently merged with Sprint, making T-Mobile the number 3 wireless carrier in the US. Now, unfortunately, this is now going to be the 4th time T-Mobile has suffered from a hack. 4 times since 2018. Back in 2018, they had about 2 million customers information exposed. In 2019, they had about 1 million prepaid customers data compromised. And recently in March of 2020, they had one of their T-Mobile's employees' emails were hacked. So unfortunately, hackers are finding vulnerabilities in their system and they're taking advantage of it, and definitely T-Mobile is a target. So in this case, what was leaked is what is called a CPNI. And the CPNI is essentially customer proprietary network information. And this is information as it relates to the phone numbers, how many lines you may have. So if you have an account and obviously your account has a phone number, how many lines it has, and occasionally they're saying the routing information. So for example, if you called your cousin or if you called a phone number, that information, all of that is called a CPNI. And according to T-Mobile, this is what was released. Now the good news, if there's any good news in this, is that it was only about 2% or 200,000 of their customers. Now this is still a problem because if it's you, it's a problem, and because you're affected. But the good news, according to T-Mobile, is that customer social security number, because as you know, when you sign up for cell phone service, you have to give them your social, you have to give them your date of birth, and you have to just give them, they do credit checks and things like that. So according to T-Mobile, that information is on a different part of their servers, and that was not affected. So now let's talk about what you should be doing. The first thing is, if you were affected, T-Mobile should have contacted you and actually let you know you need to look out for this. And if you were one of those people, you should definitely request that they pay for your credit monitoring, because you never know what the bad guys can do with your information. Although T-Mobile said social security numbers were not released, I would definitely demand that they offer that service. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look out for text. And this is very important even if you weren't breached, because now hackers know that many people are watching this video and watching news outlets that says, hey, T-Mobile was breached. And nobody's reading the fine print to show how many people were actually breached. So now what the hackers are going to do is they already know your phone number. And what they're now going to do is they're going to send text messages and say, your account may have been compromised, e.g. T-Mobile breach. We need you to reset your T-Mobile password. And then, so you get that text message on your phone, and then you're like, oh wow, yeah, I heard about that T-Mobile breach. It was on the news last night. Okay, I guess I was affected, or maybe they're just taking precautionary measures. Let me go ahead and click on the link, and let me go ahead and follow the instructions. And then what is the bad guy gonna want? He's gonna want your name, he's gonna want your phone number, he may want your social. They're gonna ask for all of this information, maybe even your login to your T-Mobile account, because then from there they can try to steal your number and do a lot of other stuff. So there's so much different things that could happen once the bad guy gets your phone number. So if you were, even if you weren't involved in this 200,000 customers and it wasn't you, you're definitely going to want to watch out and make sure that you are not targeted. And because they know, like I said, that people are now looking out for these type of things. So that's all we had as far as the T-Mobile hack. And hopefully T-Mobile gets their act together, and hopefully we do not get another news article that says that they misestimated, because we're seeing that a lot as well, where companies, they got hacked, they're still doing the investigation. So at the preliminary part of the investigation, they're saying, oh, it was only 2% of our customers, and by the time the investigation is over, it was all of their customers. It was 20% of their customers, and things are even worse. So hopefully that's not the case, and T-Mobile is now getting proper help to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And if you made it through this far and you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate your participation in that. Take care.